This video is for those of you who haven't started making money online yet. We all have to start somewhere, and I'm going to tell you exactly where I think beginners should start, make their first bit of money online, and have the best chances of success. There are countless ways to make money online, but if you're a first timer, you'll need to do something that you can start with little to no cash investment. You don't need a lot of specific skills to get started, so you can learn on the way. It's frictionless to get started, get set up and start taking money, and it teaches you a lot about the world of business, money, and most importantly, it teaches you a ton about yourself. Now, before I reveal the best first business for beginner entrepreneurs to start, it's really important that you hear this. If your goal is to make money online, you need to realize that what you should be doing is starting a business. Unless you're a scammer or just trying to find another job, making money online is not just a case of pulling a few levers and voila, out pops some cash for you to spend. No, if it was that simple, we'd all be doing that. You have to actually offer something that people value before you get the benefit of extracting money from the internet. In other words, you need to start some form of business. And the best business model to follow for a complete beginner is simply selling a service. You can call it a service-based business or freelancing, it's essentially the same thing really. But the way we're going to do it allows you to get started today. A lot of people online say that you have to get really good at something before you can start making money. Now, I completely disagree. It is possible to learn just enough to provide a minimum viable product, start earning some money, and then reinvest that money into improving your craft, which means you can start earning more in the future. You'll also learn a lot about business, people, and what it takes to create a successful career for yourself. That experience and knowledge in itself is far more valuable than the money that you will earn. I also don't believe that you need to have a social media following. You do not need to create a social media following. The methods discussed in this video involve tapping into already existing marketplaces. So if you follow all of the steps in this video today, you could be making money as early as tomorrow, even if you're a complete beginner. So please watch this video all the way to the end, because by the end, you'll know exactly what you need to do to finally start making money online. The 4 steps. Okay, so to make our first bit of money online, we're going to follow these 4 steps. And don't worry, I'm going to explain each step in plenty of detail so you're not left wondering what to do. Identify a skill that you can learn and sell as a service. Sign up and create profiles on freelance marketplaces like Fiverr, Upwork, and LinkedIn. Use what you have learned so far to create value for businesses. There's a buyer at every level. Use this as feedback to improve and get better at your skill. Refine your approach, add more skills, pivot your product to different niches. Right, okay, straight into step 1. Find a skill that you can do to sell as a service. So to do this, start by identifying your own skills and expertise. If you've worked in a certain industry like marketing, then you've probably got some skills that will help other businesses. This could be where you start looking for marketing services that you can sell. For example, if you've made landing pages for work, well, you can sell this as a freelance service. Email copywriting, SEO blog writing, video editing, of course, just a few examples. If you don't have any industry-specific experience, then think about the activities that you've done at work or in education or for yourself at home. Things like writing emails, filming videos, editing videos, recording voiceovers, designing graphics. The skill you choose here should be something that you can see yourself doing a lot of. It needs to be a skill that you can build an interest in. The best freelancers are the ones who pay attention to the industry and trends that surround their skills. So make sure you pick a skill that you won't mind sinking a lot of time into. Research the kinds of services that are being sold by other freelancers on Fiverr. Go into the category and make a note of the subcategories. Which ones can you sell in? Have a look at individual gigs and see the quality of work being done at different levels. At this stage, it's really important that you don't get overwhelmed by the competition. Yes, there will be people who are better than you, and they may already be making a lot of money. But they also had to start somewhere too, and I guarantee that their profile didn't look that amazing when they got started. Secondly, with this business model, you shouldn't have to worry about competition at all, because really, there is more than enough work going around. There's so many buyers at all different levels, looking for freelancers at different levels and different budgets. There's an opportunity for any freelancer who puts in the effort and can demonstrate their value at whichever price point they start at. Step 2, sign up to freelance marketplaces and create your profiles. Fiverr, Upwork, and LinkedIn. These 3 websites make it so easy to find people that will pay you money in exchange for the services that you can provide. All 3 platforms offer a different business model for running your freelance business, but the one that I think is the easiest for a total beginner to start with, it's Fiverr. Fiverr is a great website to start with because it allows you to build your profile and your offers, or gigs as they're called there. Then you just let the customers come to you. This allows you to focus on building your skills and your brand as a freelancer, rather than spending all of your time and energy on just acquiring customers. Fiverr is actually really insane when it comes to getting you new customers. Even new sellers who have just joined the platform can experience insane demand if your profile is set up in the right way. This is why I think you should start with Fiverr, because it forces you to focus on 2 things that will really lead you to making your first bit of money online. And those things are picking a service that already has some kind of demand and has buyers, building a profile that demonstrates that you are a professional, reliable, and hardworking freelancer capable of delivering that service. When you use a marketplace like Fiverr to sell a service that already has some demand, you'll find a customer base ready and waiting for you to tap into. All you need to do now is demonstrate that you are capable of serving their needs and are worthy of the money that someone will spend on you in exchange for providing them with the service. We do this by creating the perfect Fiverr profile, which I will now show you how to do that. First, make sure you pick a username that you are happy with, as it can't be changed. Something personal yet professional. I went with Forks Digital, as it includes my name and the industry that I work in. Pick a name that you can stick with in the long run, because you can use this to build up consistency with your personal brand across all other platforms, like Upwork, LinkedIn, and social media sites. Eventually, you will want to build your own website with this brand too. Now, don't spend too long on this step though, because it's too easy to get caught up trying to come up with the perfect name. All you really need is something simple and effective. Fully complete all the steps when setting up a profile. Try not to leave a single field unfilled. This includes your education and certification, linking your social accounts, writing a slogan or strapline. Definitely fill out your description. Okay, ensure you have a professional looking headshot. You don't need to spend a lot of money on a photographer. You can take your own photo with a mobile phone, as long as it shows your real face and it is clean and uncluttered. Take a couple of these skills tests and take the free Fiverr Learn course, Freelancing Fundamentals. Taking these steps demonstrates to a buyer that you have put some effort into your career. It also shows Fiverr that you are trying to prove yourself as a capable freelancer. By just following these really simple steps and having a fully completed Fiverr profile, you've already set yourself ahead of the large majority of sellers on the platform who just couldn't be bothered to complete their profiles with care. This looks really good in the eyes of Fiverr, who will then push your profile and gigs in front of more potential customers. And then it looks good in the eyes of the potential customer who lands on your profile. Some of the details on your profile could be the deciding factor when a buyer is wanting to go ahead and pick the best freelancer for their project. Now, okay, you don't have to pick Fiverr to get started. You could go with LinkedIn or Upwork, but these business models are slightly different. What is most important for you to do right now is pick one platform, focus all of your effort onto absolutely nailing your profile there, and then moving out to other platforms afterwards. Step 3 is time to start selling services. By making money online, you're essentially just asking people to give you money. Yeah, it really is as simple as that. If you don't ask for money, then how are you going to get the money? This is the real law of attraction at work here. By putting out a message to the world that you are offering to provide value in exchange for money, then you are now truly on the path to that becoming a reality. There is no reality where you will start magically receiving money without actually asking for it. So you need to ask for it. And the way we do that is by creating gigs on Fiverr. Every single gig you create is an opportunity for someone to find you and consider hiring you for a project, which means giving you money, the thing we want. So it is extremely important that you don't just stop once you've created your profile and start procrastinating on creating gigs just because you're waiting for the perfect time to do it, or waiting for a sign to get started. Let me give you a sign now. Make your first gig right now and don't look back. If you followed steps 1 and 2, you should already have an idea of what you want to sell. So now it's just a case of clicking that create a gig button. Now, you don't have to have everything fully fleshed out and dialed in before you start creating the gig. The gig creation process is a process that forces you to think about all the elements needed. You could start creating a gig, fill out as much detail as possible, and save it as a draft for later. Things like titling the gig, the categories you will place the gig in, what search terms are people searching for to find your gig, all the way down to your pricing, delivery turnaround times, and the different packages that you can offer as well. Going through the gig creation form will give you a few different things to think about. You can also fill things in temporarily and update them later. For example, your pricing and turnaround times. Nothing has to be set in stone. You can set a price just to get started and then come back and tweak them as you go. This is the Fiverr experience. We make gigs. We try them out on the marketplace. We get feedback from buyers, and then we tweak and improve them until we get to a point where the gig is just selling really, really well and making good money. Okay, so I'm going to be releasing a detailed video about the gig creation process here on this YouTube channel because there's just too much to go into in this video. So please go ahead, subscribe, hit the little bell as well so you can be notified when that video comes out. Okay, the main advice here is to use all of the features exactly like we did with the profile page. Fiverr adds all of the features to the gig in order to help you sell more and earn more revenue. Things like using all 3 packages, adding a subscription, filling out the FAQs, and most importantly, creating a gig video. Finally, get a thumbnail for your gig so that it immediately stands out in the gig listings. This is really important. A quick tip for this is to try and feature an image of your face, since people are more likely to buy from other real people. You can use a free tool like canva.com to create a stunning gig thumbnail. Okay, by now you should have a fully set up profile on Fiverr and have at least 1 or 2 gigs. This here is your MVP, your minimum viable product. This will allow you to start seeing if there is any interest in your service. You will quickly find out if this has worked because you should start getting messages in your inbox. And hopefully even orders. If you do get messages, make sure you reply to that first message within 1 hour. Response time on Fiverr is incredibly important. Download the app on your phone and turn notifications on so you never miss a new inquiry. Okay, now it's time for some common sense stuff. If you do take an order, well, first, congrats, but make sure you deliver on time. It's so important that you do not miss the deadline. And you definitely do not want to cancel the order if you can help it. If you do miss the deadline and the order becomes late, then watch this video before you do anything else, because I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Okay, step 4, refine your approach, add more skills, pivot your product to different niches. Okay, great, so we're taking orders and we're finally making money. Congrats! But you're not done here. Now it's time to focus on generating even more money and building an income that is sustainable. Keep improving yourself and your service. By fulfilling orders, you'll begin to get a picture of what customers require and what they expect. This will allow you to come up with new ideas that helps you offer more value to your customers and charge even higher prices. Add supporting services to your current services to create packages that offer more revenue generating opportunities. So let's take a quick example from my business. I started by simply selling spokesperson video services. I then added video editing onto the package, as my customers are also looking to get the footage edited. I then started offering script writing services, as lots of buyers of video content also need someone to write the script for the spokesperson to follow. Finally, I packaged all the services together as a premium package and offered a premium price for it. Offer your service to specific niches or industries, and in different categories. Once you've made some progress selling a certain type of service to a certain type of customer, you can start branching out and offering the same service to new customers. Here's another example from my own business. I started with a very generic offering that covers a lot of different industries. I will be a spokesperson video creator. I then started offering the exact same service, but to people with specific needs. I will create YouTube content. I will create TikTok content. I will create e-learning course content, and so on. It's more or less the exact same service, but with slightly different skills and marketing to attract new clients that wouldn't necessarily have found me if they were just looking for a spokesperson. Those specific customers are searching for this specific service. And now I've created gigs that are this specific, the customer is more likely to order with me because I'm the perfect match for their needs. All of this stuff seems like common sense when someone just tells it to you, but the process of doing this every day for yourself and learning these lessons by yourself will teach you an enormous amount about people, money, business, and yourself. So there we have it. Follow these 4 steps and you should be well on your way to building a lucrative career online, creating real value for people in the world and getting paid to do it. Now, of course, there's only so much you can learn from watching videos on YouTube. Information is given to you in bite-sized chunks, and a lot of it can be hard to pull together into a useful plan. Sometimes you've got pressing questions that are related to your own specific situation, and it would just be much easier just to talk to another human being about it. Well, I'm now offering myself as that person to talk to. Within the next month, I'll be working one-on-one with those who are interested in building a lucrative online income as a content creator freelancer. We're still working on the details of this coaching, but if you're interested in working with me, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram. All details are down below because it is here where I'll be announcing everything. And if you're not on Instagram, don't worry, there's also a link you can follow down there. Instagram or this link will be perfectly fine. Let's connect, let's get talking, and let's get you earning some money online. Thanks for watching, see you next time.